Welcome to this channel. Today we are going to explore Kheda District, Gujarat State, the Cradle of Satyagraha, Part 2. Before we go into the video, please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Now we go into the video. Agriculture forms the economic backbone of Kheda, famously nestled in the fertile Koratar tract, the land between the Mahi and Sabarmati rivers. The district possesses incredibly rich alluvial soil. Historically referred to as the land of the golden leaf, Kheda is a massive producer of high quality tobacco. Beyond tobacco, the region is heavily diversified into paddy, rice, wheat, cotton, and pearl millet, bajra. The district benefits extensively from the Mahi Right Bank Canal project, ensuring year-round irrigation that fuels multi-cropping practices and high-yield agricultural outputs. Trade and commerce in Kheda are deeply anchored by its agricultural abundance and its proximity to major industrial hubs like Ahmedabad and Anand. The Agricultural Produce Market Committees (APMCs), particularly the prominent one in Nadial, serve as massive trading grounds for cash crops, grains, and spices. Tobacco trading remains a highly organized sector here, linking local cultivators directly to national beedi and chewing tobacco manufacturing units. Furthermore, agro-processed goods, textiles, and machine tools flow steadily out of the district via a well-established network of local wholesale traders. Kheda has transitioned rapidly from a purely agrarian economy into an attractive destination for small and medium enterprises (MSMEs). The Gujarat Industrial Development Corporation (GIDC) estates in areas like Nadiad, Kapatganj, and Tasra have successfully pulled in investments across engineering, plastics, chemicals, and food processing. More recently, real estate and infrastructure investments have surged. Nadiad's formal elevation to a municipal corporation, alongside massive multi-cross state developmental packages, has notably modernized local commercial spaces and boosted industrial ease of doing business. As a constituent district of Gujarat, Kheda operates under the standard legal framework of the Indian judiciary, backed by local administrative enforcement via the district collector and the police department. Legal proceedings are executed strictly under federal frameworks like the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita (BNS). Property transactions, industrial alignments, and zoning rules are governed securely under the Gujarat Land Revenue Code, and the online transparency of the Gujarat Real Estate Regulatory Authority (RERA) environmental regulations are closely monitored by the Gujarat Pollution Control Board (GPCB) to keep industrial zones compliant. Kheda features phenomenal connectivity, bisected cleanly by the Ahmedabad-Vadodara Expressway, National Expressway 1, and National Highway 48. This positions the district as a central transit corridor in western India. The rail network is equally robust, with Nadiad Junction operating as a major stop on the Western Railway zone, linking Kheda directly to Mumbai, Ahmedabad, and Delhi. Urban infrastructure has received substantial upgrades, marked by newly inaugurated flyovers, expanded state highways, and comprehensive rural water supply networks under regional development schemes. The official tender across Kheda is the Indian rupee INR. The financial ecosystem is highly advanced, driven by a deep network of public sector banks, like Bank of Baroda and State Bank of India, private commercial banks and cooperative banks that specifically cater to the rural agrarian economy. Digital payment systems via Unified Payments Interface (UPI) are universally accepted across everything from high-end hotels to street side vendors. Under the central John Donne initiatives, finance inclusion is neatly absolute, giving even remote farming households access to farmer credit and banking channels. Kheda offers a highly versatile range of accommodation options, primarily centered around its largest city, Nadiad, and the major pilgrimage hub of Dhaka. Visitors can find everything from budget friendly dharmasalas, pilgrim guest houses, and clean guest houses to modern three-star business hotels featuring contemporary amenities like Wi-Fi and air conditioning. For travelers seeking a premium experience, the fringes of the district near Ahmedabad and Anand host luxury heritage stays and eco resorts that capture the authentic essence of rural Gujarat hospitality. Procuring a local mobile connection is a swift, highly regulated process for both domestic and foreign travelers. Major Indian telecom operators, primarily Reliance Jio, Airtel, Bharti Airtel, and Vodafone Idea VI, have extensive retail networks and digital kiosks throughout Nadiad and major towns. To buy a prepaid SIM card, you must provide a valid government ID, such as an Aadhaar card for passport, a passport size photograph, and local address proof for hotel stay details. Activation generally takes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours post biometric verification. The local culture in Kheda is traditional, warm, and deeply rooted in historical values. When visiting religious sites like the famous Ranchatriji temple in Dakar on rural areas, conservative attire is highly recommended. Both men and women should ensure their shoulders and knees are fully covered. Modest western wear is perfectly acceptable in urban areas like Nadiad. When entering homes or places of worship, always remove your shoes. It is customary to greet locals with a polite folder handed Namaste or the regional Jai Sri Krishna. The food culture in Kheda is an absolute delight dominated by authentic 10% vegetarian Gujarati cuisine. A classical local meal consists of a Gujarati thali featuring an assortment of flatbreads, rotle, lentils, dal, rice, and beautifully spiced seasonal vegetable dishes, shak, that distinctively balance sweet, spicy, and tangy flavors. Kheda is also famous for its local street food and snacks jersam, including hot kadia, fluffy, common dokla, crispy patras, and sweet delicacies like kotas in Decor, usually washed down with a cold glass of special buttermilk sauce. Navigating Kheda is highly efficient if you combine public and private transport options. For intercity or town-to-town travel, the Gujarat State Road Transport Corporation (GSRTC) operates a frequent and incredibly affordable network of express and local buses. For shorter commutes within towns like Nadiad or Kapadwanj, auto rickshaws are readily available, though it is wise to agree on a fare beforehand as meters are rarely used. Booking private cabs through aggregators or local rental agencies is highly recommended for personalized, comfortable day trips. Do's and don'ts. Do try the local culinary specialties and embrace the vibrant hospitality of the locals. Do respect temple rules, remove footwear where care, and ask for permission before taking photographs of individuals or sacred rituals. Don't carry, buy, or consume alcohol anywhere in the district. Gujarat is a strict dry state and violating liquor laws carries severe legal penalties. Don't wear highly revealing clothing when visiting religious sites or heritage monuments out of respect for the deeply conservative local culture. For domestic travelers, no special permits are required to enter or travel within Kheda District. A basic government issued photo ID is sufficient for check ins and travel verification. International tourists must hold a valid passport and a corresponding Indian visa or an approved e-tourist visa prior to approval. Because Gujarat strictly enforces prohibition laws, international visitors and non-residents of Gujarat should apply online for a temporary liquor permit ahead of time if they require access to licensed international hotel bars in neighboring cities. The ideal time to plan a trip to Kedah is during the cooler winter months, especially between October and March, when weather conditions are highly favorable for outdoor sightseeing. A well-rounded two-day itinerary offers the perfect window to absorb the region's rich historical essence and cultural vibrancy. This plan beautifully balances exploring the monumental road of monumental roots of Gandhi's early non-violent resistance movements with visits to architectural marvels and prominent spiritual landmarks across the district. Day 1, arrive in Nadiad, visit the historic Santram Mandir to witness its unique humanitarian philosophy, followed by a walk through Nadiad's World Heritage structures in the afternoon. Take a short drive to the village of Kheda to explore the historic sites associated with the 1918 Satyagraha movement. Return to Nadiad for an authentic Gujarati dinner. Day 2, head out early to the town of Dhaka to visit the majestic 18th century Ranchodraiji temple dedicated to Lord Krishna. Spend your afternoon exploring the beautiful architectural stepwells, vows, and historical structures in Kapatvanch. Wrap up your trip with an evening stroll around the scenic Goldswar Shiva temple on the banks of the Mahi River. Kheda is generally a safe, welcoming environment for all types of travelers, including solo tourists. Local law enforcement maintains an active presence, with police stations well distributed across all major towns, talukas. As with any travel destination, it is smart to practice basic situational awareness. Keep a close eye on personal belongings in crowded areas like the Dakor temple or busy railway stations. Keep emergency helplines stored on your phone, such as 112, all in one an emergency, and 100 police assistance. Kheda maintains profound socio-economic dependencies within India and globally. It acts as a primary supply chain feeder for agricultural produce and dairy products to the immediate neighboring metropolises of Ahmedabad and Anand. Industrially, its engineering and processing sectors actively fuel components to manufacturing hubs in Maharashtra and Rajasthan. On a global scale, Kheda boasts a massive, highly successful non-resident Indian (NRI) diaspora settled across the United States, United Kingdom, and East Africa, driving a consistent flow of foreign remittances and philanthropic investment back into local schools, hospitals, and village infrastructures. Kheda holds an unmatched place in modern Indian history as the definitive testing ground for Mahatma Gandhi's early philosophy of non-violent resistance during the Cradle of Satyagraha of 1918, a movement organized alongside Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel to support local farmers struggling against opposite colonial taxes amidst crop failures. Geographically, the district is also an area of immense paleontological interest. Neighboring regions continue some of the world's most significant dinosaur fossil and egg nestling sites dating back millions of years to the late Cretaceous period. Kheda District perfectly encapsulates the enduring spirit of Gujarat, where profound revolutionary history blends seamlessly with a highly progressive economic drive. It is a region that honors its past as the cradle of Satyagraha while aggressively moving forward through industrial expansion, rapid infrastructure scaling, and urban modernization. For the traveler, historian, or business professional, Kheda offers an enriching experience of true cultural depth, spiritual devotion, and inspiring economic resilience right in the heart of Gujarat. The state government has heavily accelerated its regional development push, executing over rupees 340 crore worth of new infrastructure, irrigation, and public health projects across the district. Notably vigilant regarding community safety and zoning laws, the administration has actively cracked down on illegal land encroachments in rural areas while fast tracking legal cases under the strict frameworks of the BNS and POCSO Acts to ensure absolute public safety and communal harmony. Now, questions and answers. What historical significance does Kheda district hold in the Indian independence movement? Kheda is celebrated as the cradle of the 1918 Kheda Satyagraha led by Mahatma Gandhi and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. This non-violent civil disobedience movement was launched by local peasants against the British government's refusal to waive land revenue taxes during a time of severe famine and crop failure. What major crop earned Kheda district the title Land of the Golden Leaf? Kheda earned this title due to its massive, highly lucrative cultivation of tobacco, which produces vast fields of golden brown leaves during harvest season and drives a large part of the local agro economy. What is the legal status of alcohol consumption for traveler visiting Kheda? Gujarat is a strict prohibition state. Consuming, possessing, or buying alcohol is illegal in Kheda. However, domestic and international tourists can apply online for an official temporary liquor permit through the state's portal prior to their visit. Which religious site in Kheda attracts the highest number of pilgrims? The Ranchodroji temple in the town of Dakor in the district's most famous spiritual hub. Dedicated to Lord Krishna, it draws hundreds of thousands of devotees, particularly during full moon, Purnima festivals. What are the primary modes of public transport for traveling within the district? Traveling is best done via extensive network of Gujarat State Road Transport Corporation (GSRTC) buses for inter-town routes alongside local auto rickshaws for quick, short commutes within cities like Nadia. What unique geographical features support Kheda's high agricultural yield? Kheda lies within the highly fertile Charrotar plain characterized by deep, rich alluvial soil and excellent irrigation channels fed extensively by the Mahi Right Bank Canal network. How is the digital payment infrastructure across Kheda district? Digital payment infrastructure is highly advanced due to widespread financial inclusion BPI payments via apps like Google Pay, Phone Pay, and Paytm are seamlessly accepted by almost all traders, transport providers, and restaurants. What is the significance of Nadiad in the context of Kheda's current administrative setup? Nadiad is the largest urban center and the administrative headquarters of Kheda district. It has recently been upgraded to a municipal corporation status, reflecting its rapid urban growth and infrastructure development. Where does the international investment and philanthropic funding in Kheda's rural infrastructure primarily come from? A significant portion comes from Kheda's prosperous and expansive non-residential Indian NRI diaspora settled across the US, UK, and Canada, who constantly fund local educational institutions, community halls, and healthcare facilities. What should a tourist keep in mind regarding cultural etiquette when visiting temples in Kheda? Tourists should dress modestly by keeping their shoulders and knees fully covered. Footwear must always be removed before entering temple. Employees and photography of inner sanctuaries of deities is strictly prohibited. Thank you for seeing this video. Please subscribe this channel and press bell button to get notifications of upcoming videos. Thank you.